We are standing in the Sunshine Laundry building in Oklahoma City. Our company purchased the building almost 3 years ago, and with the help of the EPA Brownfield funds, we completed a phase 1 and phase 2 on this building. We were expecting to find some deep environmental challenges with this building. Everyone always assumed that this was an old cleaners because it was a laundry and cleaners. So much to our surprise, when the phase 2 was completed and they drilled holes all throughout the building, we did not find any soil contaminants. So that was a great surprise to us. And through their research, they had determined that it was just a laundry facility and never a dry cleaners. So the building was built in the 1920s, and it has sat vacant without a roof on it for about 20 years when we purchased it. So there was full-size trees growing inside the building, homeless encampments, and it was quite a mess. But it was one of those buildings that people had driven by, that we had driven by, that everyone loved. It has just this great character from the 1920s. It's on the edge of downtown in an area that's rapidly redeveloping, and we love this building. We're really thrilled when the owner decided to sell it to us. We started an over $3 million renovation on the building. Again, the EPA Brownfields money came in and helped us pay for the phase 1 and phase 2. We also used historic tax credits, both federal and state, on this building, so we did list the building on the National Register of Historic Places. And then we also used the City of Oklahoma City's tax increment financing funds. So there are TIF funds in this project as well. So it was quite a challenging capital stack for us to make this building pencil out and work financially, just because it needed so much love and renovation and money, quite frankly. So our anchor tenant is Stone Cloud Brewery. They are a new-to-market brewery, and they have about 12 to 15 employees, so that has brought new jobs to the area, which is great for the economy and great for this side of town.
Today we're here at the whitewater facility, which is now called Riversport Rapids. This is a project that was built under MAPS 3, and MAPS is an acronym that stands for Metropolitan Area Projects here in Oklahoma City. It's a 1-cent sales tax that was approved for capital improvements, and this is specifically one of the projects that we built. This project is built in an area that is an older part of Oklahoma City. It was originally platted in about 1910, so it had been around for a long time. And the Brownfields grant that we received helped us do some investigations and determine that there were no recognizable environmental concerns, and we were able to proceed knowing that we wouldn't dig up any tanks or come across anything nasty. Some of the other things that they can do here at the whitewater facility is there's a separate building that provides a restaurant. There's a pro shop, there's restrooms, there's offices in there. There's other activities that they can do whenever the water is turned off. It provides a really nice atmosphere to just walk around for concerts, for events. They've even had what they call urban camping, where the Cub Scouts come out here and camp on the banks here around the water. So it is definitely a multi-use venue here in Oklahoma City.
This site, which was once an eyesore, a brownfield, now it shines as an example to the world of how community and government can work together and turn a wasteland into a recreational oasis.
It's right here in the center. And I think it's going to bring people from across neighborhoods in Jersey City to this neighborhood to enjoy it together. And that's the wonderful thing about it.
Because you have so many different people around the city, different cultural groups, and now they can come here and they can kind of be one. You know, so I think it'll give us an opportunity to introduce various sports, rugby, cricket, soccer, all kinds of things to different communities that never ever had those opportunities.
ReJob is dedicated to helping individuals that are underemployed or have hard-to-serve barriers because they're dislocated workers get the licenses and the certifications that they need to successfully enter into the workforce. During the 8 weeks in the training program, individuals are trained to be able to learn the skills necessary to enter into various aspects of the environmental field. Those skills include lead abatement, mold abatement, asbestos abatement, HAZWOPER, OSHA, safety, confined space, first aid, CPR, and remedial education for math, science, and chemistry to be able to meet the needs of the employer.
The City of Rochester every year awards contracts that are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes millions of dollars, to clean up brownfields in our community. Many are located in socially and economically disadvantaged communities. What the ReJob program allows us to do is train people that live in those neighborhoods to work on cleaning up their neighborhood. And that is something that is invaluable.
But ReJob is more than an employment skills training program. For our participants, it's also a gateway to a better life.
I feel like ReJob has changed me as a person because I can actually provide for my family and make sure, that they're all right, because I'm pretty sure that's what most men want to do.
ReJob participants receive remedial education training as well as life skills training. So when they graduate, they're prepared to enter into the work world as well as be self-sufficient in their personal life.
If I wasn't at ReJob, I don't know what I would be doing right now. ReJob has provided an opportunity for me to have something to do with myself.
So I'm thankful to the EPA for the foresight and for actually giving us the dollars to do this particular program, because we have some dynamic people that have been able to be trained in this program and to be put to work. And now they have a sense of purpose when it comes down to the work that they do, but also that they are creating a greater Rochester, a greener Rochester for generations to come.
This year, we're graduating 29 men and women who have dedicated the past 8 weeks of their life to the ReJob training program. We hope to continue making a real difference in our community by expanding upon the work that we have already done to allow more individuals in the future a chance to be able to transition out of poverty and into the environmental field.
Here on the west side of downtown Oklahoma City is the former New Way laundry cleaner. Beginning in 1918, it served the state of Oklahoma as an industrial laundry facility, and it functioned for over 80 years. In 2005, Lovelink Ministries purchased this property. We had the idea that we wanted to serve the people of Oklahoma City, especially lower income populations, helping them with food and clothing and other necessities. When we purchased the property, we realized that there were several environmental concerns. Thanks to an EPA Brownfields grant, we were able to remove some asbestos and install a vapor mitigation system. And that has allowed us over the last few years to begin using this building in this part of Oklahoma City to serve people. In the Lovelink neighborhood here on the west side of downtown Oklahoma City, it's a food desert. There are no supermarkets. In fact, some residents live over 2 miles away from the closest supermarket. And for those with transportation challenges, that's a very long distance. It's very difficult to find fresh fruits and vegetables. It's very difficult sometimes to even find food that is healthy and affordable for your family. As we serve this neighborhood and the people of this neighborhood, we want to be sure that no one says, I can't find or I can't afford the food to feed my family.